a couple of concepts that I use in my classroom. Number one would be making sure that the classroom is inviting for our students. Most of my students come eat lunch in here. They come in after school and hang out in here and do homework or do tutoring or work with each other on projects. So my room is not just a room where they can, where they come and play music for, a 50-minute class and then head out, and then I don't see them again till the next day. A lot of these students, stick around after school to hang out in here before our rehearsal, which is later in the evening. So they'll come, like I said, they'll come even eat dinner in here. They'll bring food for other kids in here. Like I said, this is kind of almost a home for them away from home. Most kids, I hear them on the phone and they'll call their parents, and their parents will ask them, "Oh, well, where are you at?" And they'll tell them, "Well, where do you think I'm at? I'm in the mariachi room." And they say, "Oh, okay." And the parents will bring them, something, whether they need, a food or they need a suit or something. So I think just them understanding the fact that this room is more than just a room where they come and work. It's also a safe place for them to come. And I also think that it's really neat that a lot of them confide in me as a friend. I wouldn't say as a friend so much as more than, like I'd say, an extra parent. Sometimes they'll tell me, "Hey, there's this and this situation going on," and I'll steer them in the direction that I feel is the best for them and for what they need to work on. So I really, really am glad that my students can open up to me. Another concept related to the actual teaching is just going back for me to the principles, which are like the basic elements of music: rhythm, pitch, melody, harmony, texture, timbre, dynamics, those things that are extremely important to the music. And I go right to the beginning. If a student walks in here and can't keep rhythm, that's the first thing I'll work on. I'll work with them on learning how to keep rhythm. If a student is having trouble keeping pitch on their instrument or on their vocals, then I'll work on that with them. So to me, those are the first two principles that I think any music or music educator should think of is right off the bat. Can they perform in tempo, on tempo, in rhythm, and can they perform in pitch? Once you got those two things locked in, then everything else kind of comes together. Everything else, the melody, the harmony now starts locking in together. Another thing is the way we work together. We work in kind of a small semicircle. So everybody has eyes on everybody. Everybody can see everybody. There's nobody that's behind anybody else. And I understand that's just, luckily I have a good room, big size room that we can do that. But if you have 22 students, kind of in a semicircle, and they can all see each other, they can all pick up on these cues. I think that is also integral to how these students learn, and how they also use their ears, but also using their eyes as well. So I think that in essence becomes the culture of Mariachi Aztlán, the inviting area, them being able to come and walk in, talk to me with whatever they feel like, them understanding those basic principles, and them being able to apply those basic principles in a form that works well for our music.